sucking us in! We're in some kind of parallel universe. Where exactly are we going?
To the settlement.
And what is the settlement?
The biggest community on Stormworld.
Well, Rhoda thinks that every important decision should be a democratic one.
Rhoda, you too?
The leader of the settlement.
Do we get a choice about whether they want to join?
No.
What about helping us recover our boat?
Take on the drogue?
Yeah.
Let me think. No.
Interesting dude.
Calls himself Kelios the Navigator.
You help us retrieve our boat, and we let you choose anything you want that's on board.
Tell me you haven't done a deal with Kelios?
Well, you said no, remember?
Kelios will feed him to the blood kelp if they get in his way.
So why can't we sit?
The red sun. It is the time for blood kelp.
It's just seaweed.
Carnivorous seaweed that can crawl up the side of the boat.
Okay, so what do?
We do not sit.
Okay, now you can relax. No more red sun. How much longer?
It depends on the current.
Guys, this.
Possibly the remains of some craft that did not survive the vortex.
Is that what happened to Fleece's father?
Fleece and her father came through together. They built their boat from the remains of their aircraft and other salvage. Later, he disappeared.
And?
And she wastes valuable resources searching for him.
Did she ever ask for your help?
Once.
Have the new crashers really gone to get their boat from the drogue?
Flee says that they are impetuous. Actually, Flee says they're stupid.
I'm sure Gol Hattai will be delighted to see them.
He is such a snake in the grass. Let's just hope the other snake honors his barter. But you said you didn't care what happened to them. Yeah, but I don't want them to get hurt. Horomia, did you get them? I'll leave as soon as I get new supplies.
What's the story between her and Kelios?
There's a story between everyone and Kelios.
Rhoda trusts him.
No, she doesn't. But they are useful to each other.
There she blows! Where's the drogue? There.
The Watcher. She will be reporting to Gol Hattai.
With no radios?
Their radio mics have not adapted well to Stormworld conditions.
Distortion by magnetic fields?
They make their camp on top of the headland.
So, what's the plan?
Their location is protected from the storms. It also has a small natural spring.
Why did they steal water from the settlement then? Hello, the plan?
Because the water tasted too much salt.
How do you know what the water tastes like? You've been there, haven't you?
Of course.
Knew it. This is a trap. You're friends with the drogue?
The Drogue are not friends with anyone.
Yeah, but you know them. You shared their water.
Even the Drogue have used for me from time to time. Cover yourself for this. I will go and meet the Drogue. You stay hidden and watch the headland. Flyback will approach the Watcher, and then they will both leave. When they do, you'll have to move quickly.
Yeah. So I
Swim
don't understand.
to the Cougar, paddle far out before you start the engine, follow the coast to the beacon. I'll meet you back at the settlement.
Wait, we swim? Hey, we paddle? And we paddle? No, that's it. We don't paddle. So we just sail away. We're not gonna... While you spend some quality time with I don't think that's the plan.
I don't know how much time you have. 15 minutes, maybe less.
Next time, be a little bit more precise with the terms of the barter, okay? Seriously, could he have parked any further away? Dude, it's a 5-minute swim. Yeah, it's a 5-minute swim through blood kelp-infested waters. Well, the yellow sun's up, so, there's no problem with hungry seaweed. Fine. From now on, we do it my way, okay?
Gol Hattai! I come to Barter!
Still there. Okay,
Let's go from the top. 1, turn the ignition to standby. 2,
Whoa,
get the
dude,
paddles.
we've done
3,
this how many times?
You're the one who said we should use method.
You just hate it when your own words come back to bite you. Okay, 3, we start the bilge fans. 4, paddle out. 5, check the fuel tanks. 6, we start up that baby and power back to the settlement in triumph and be met with cheering crowds and garlands of flowers.
Sure. Well, something like that.
I see you've made some improvements.
You say you've come to Barter.
Yes.
You brought nothing.
Only this.
Fascinating.
And these. I can modify your helmet radios to extend their range and eliminate the static caused by the electromagnetic winds.
And the barter price for your work?
Free.
Free.
Of course, I have to charge for equipment, huh?
Of course. And what's the barter price for that? Don't even think about the boat down below.
Leave the settlement alone.
Why do you care?
We're all just building a future.
They're all fools.
Fools who are growing crops and collecting water and who could produce more.
Ah,
We need them. Let them build up reserves. Then we can negotiate.
Why bother? We can just take what we want.
And use up valuable energy while you buzz around like flies.
leave the settlement alone. For how long?
For 12 blue suns. So, have we agreed on the barter price?
Agreed.
You know, it's one thing to be strangers in some strange land.
Wait,
but
strange? It's grotesque. It's weird.
Or whatever, but what really annoys me is just staying under this thing waiting.
See, I'm more concerned about Kilios.
Just look, once we get the cougar back, we're gonna be in a seriously good position.
A good position?
Okay, let me rephrase. We'll be in a seriously better position when we have more things to barter for food and water.
Almost finished.
There is also a Torsalta.
I assume she's the watcher. I'll do her radio on my next visit.
It must be done now. I will not have one who cannot communicate properly with the rest.
I do not have time to wait. I'll miss the tide change.
And I do not have to honor the barter if all conditions are not fulfilled. You. Bring Torsalta here. And when you have finished, we will test them all together. Make sure they work properly.
That's our cue.
Whew. Great. Once more to the blood cup infested waters.
Dude,
I know, red sun, blah, blah, blah. But do you know what happens at other times? What's that, for instance?
I don't know, but pretty sure the cougar could outrun it. Come on.
What's wrong?
It's cold. Come on. The clock's running. Tick tock, tick tock.
Oh, it's so cold. Oh, yeah. It's so cold.
Is someone else going as watcher?
Once we finish here.
The misty thing is still there.
It's no big deal.
It's moving.
Like I said, no big deal.
It's moving faster.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Swim for the cougar now. Go, go, go.
We're not gonna make the boat.
Wait, stop, higher than the end.
What? Hey! What are you
Hold your
doing?
breath and dive.
Why?
Just dive. I was right. The engine's just above the surface.
Actually, it's quite beautiful.
Yeah? Well, food, water, and a way home is also beautiful. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah. But fabulously wealthy. What? Wait. It's been stripped clean. I guess we're less rich than we thought.
Well, we can check later. First,
The key.
2, I'll get the paddles.
All right. In the ignition. Now, start the engines. I'm just joking. Get the bilge fans. 4, start paddling.
You were taking your time?
This one is awkward.
He's taking too long. Resume the watch.
But you wanted to test.
Later. Check carefully and report back immediately.
We're not getting anywhere fast.
I know it might help.
What?
Raising the anchor.
Oh. Oops.
Come on, we gotta get this show on the road.
The tide's still against us.
All right, so I say we start the engine now.
No. We gotta get far enough away so the engine noise
Okay,
is...
Mr. Method. Look!
Go!
Go high tide them. Go high tide them.
Here she comes! All right, hang on.
What happened?
She missed, dummy.
Yeah, but it didn't, explode or anything.
That is so not the big issue right now. Get ready to say bye-bye. See ya! And hit it! I know! One boss boat!
Whoa! Okay! So I say we head towards the sea. Who knows? Might think we're heading away from the settlement.
Go! They've stolen the boat. Who? Those boys. When I resumed the watch, the boat was already underway, and when I tried to call you, all I got was static. They headed out to sea.
This was your doing.
I told you to leave Tossilter on watch. I said I'd come back another time.
This adjustment was supposed to fix the problem.
Anyway, we agreed to test them. Try yours.
Can you hear me?
No interference.
They're fixed, as I promised. I have kept my part of the Barter, Golhata. May the waters refresh you.
We're gonna go and get that boat.
All in good time. There's only one place for them to go. First, we check these radios. Properly. Make sure Kelios didn't fix anything else.
That's it for the main tank.
All right, we've got less than an hour's cruising in reserve.
We could have been stuck out there.
Hey, whose idea was it to travel away from the settlement?
Well, I wouldn't have if I'd only known we had 2 cups of fuel left.
Dropping anchor. We made it. Safe and sound.
Yeah. Just.
Bottom line, we're here with the Cougar.
With the useless cougar.
Useless. Boy, that there is the fastest, meanest boat on the planet.
It's a raft, except it's too big to paddle. It's not even useful as firewood.
Yeah, just take a deep breath, Felice. That there is a Mark IV Turbo V8.
He's right. It's a raft.
You too? Are you crazy?
Without gas, it's a raft.
You thought you could just flash some cash and say fill her up?
I mean, there's got to be some fuel somewhere. No? You said that all sorts of stuff comes here.
But unfortunately, we've just run out of our 44-gallon drums of high-octane marine fuel. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? It may be a raft, but it's a beautiful raft. I'll get it running somehow. So, you want to hear about our great adventure? Huh? And then, we headed offshore, we made sure there were no drogue about, and then we turned for home.
Like the drogue would think you were going anywhere else.
What are you going to do now?
We're going to wait for Kelios.
You're joking, right?
I do not believe they are.
Kelios would have happily handed you over to the drogue if it suited him.
Yeah, but he didn't. Right, Lee?
Well, he did seem to keep the drogue occupied.
Did he happen to mention that the tide would be going against you when you tried to paddle away?
Maybe. He wasn't aware.
Kelios knows every reef, every current, and every wave on this part of Stormworld.
He honored the barter. I can deal with that.
Well, good for you. But you didn't honor your end of the barter, did you? What was Kelios' price to take you to the drogue?
That? That's none of your business.
I think that what we have here is an agreement to disagree.
Because you know what I think we have here? I think we have somebody who thinks she's always right.
Hey, you'd still be treading water out there if it wasn't for me.
Oh, really? Because I don't think that we asked you to save us.
Get off my ship.
Please, communications are most effective when accompanied by good manners.
Get off my ship. Please.
Well, that went well. Man, you're such a diplomat. Hey, Jason, you're gonna come with us or what?
If she wants to travel around looking at fish all day, that's fine by me. But she doesn't have a clue how to get out of this place.
Oh, and Kelios does?
Trust me. If there's one guy who can get us out of here, it will be Kelios.
Kelios will be where?
At the barter tent. Eventually. Why don't you calculate the amount of time it takes each sun to make its full day?
Because I'd like to think we won't be here long enough for it to actually matter.
I see that you have returned, and after unexpected success.
Unexpected?
You have returned with your boat, and you're alive. That is truly unexpected.
So I'm starting to think success in this place is defined as still being here tomorrow.
And you would be correct. I was to have anything I chose from the Cougar.
That was the deal. So I guess we owe you, huh?
I'll take these as part payment, along with the contents of your pockets.
No, you're not taking my cell phone.
Oh, the barter was for stuff from the boat. Our stuff isn't from the boat.
The boat was stripped.
These are from the Cougar. Now, we've done better than give you a choice. We've given you everything that was left on the Cougar's inventory.
Yeah, I mean, it's not our fault that everything was gone by the time you got us there.
So unless you want to play finders keepers with the drogue, the barter's concluded.
Agreed.
You see? We beat him at his own game.
Yeah, I see. The Fleece said we could trade those jackets in for food and water. Now we can't even do that.
Well, to be fair, I'll tell Fleece it was a draw.
Wait, whoa. Tell Fleece. I thought we were going back to guard the cougar.
First things first, we need to eat.
You know, it would have been a lot easier if we'd taken some things from that cougar.
It was not yours to take.
Hey, those guys owe us a barter price for picking them up anyway.
They did not agree to the price beforehand, therefore...
And they took my food without...
recompense. I agree. But again, I note that the present ethical issue is not related to either incident.
We could give them some of this food.
Which, while generous, still does not legitimize the transaction.
So, what's for dinner?
Go ask your new best friend.
You know, what is your problem? You were the one who said you wouldn't help us get the cougar.
And you've recovered a useless and empty boat.
I don't think so.
Look, if you're so keen to honor the barter, you can keep dealing with that ratbag Kelios.
Please, language.
I repeat, what's your problem with Kelios?
Because he's Kelios.
Oh, I see. That explains everything.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Please, if there's a way in, there has to be a way out. So, will you help us?
No.
Why not?
Don't you want to go back home?
My father and I arrived on Stormworld together. We were separated 7 years ago.
We know. You built a Storm Rider.
Yeah, and you're looking for him. Please. I get it.
No, you don't.
Jay? I think maybe we should go do some work on the cougar or something.